Prince Harry is standing at the edge of a cliff, and this time there's no palace wall to protect him. No velvet curtain, no royal press team to rewrite the headlines. Just Harry stripped of privilege, staring down a double assault from the very institutions he once walked away from. Parliament has introduced a bill to strip him of his title, Duke of Sussex. At the same time, HMRC has slammed him with an $800 zero overdue tax bill and given him just 3 days to pay. This isn't just about money. It's about status, credibility, and survival. Lose the title and his Hollywood brand crumbles. Miss the tax deadline and the humiliation goes global. And yet, Meghan Markle is silent. The palace has cut him off, and Hollywood executives are already backing away. In this video, we'll break down how Harry ended up here, the brutal timing of this crisis, what it means for his future, and why this may be the most dangerous moment of his post-royal life. Stay with us because the downfall of a prince is rarely simple and never quiet. To understand how Prince Harry reached this breaking point, we need to rewind. When he and Meghan Markle stepped away from royal duties in 2020, they were celebrated as disruptors, carving out freedom, rejecting outdated tradition, and winning global sympathy. Their move to California came with multi-million-dollar deals, Netflix, Spotify, book contracts. The promise was clear independence, influence, and financial success outside the palace walls. But cracks soon appeared. Spotify pulled the plug, Netflix projects slowed, and Archewell struggled to deliver results. At the same time, Harry kept using his title Duke of Sussex to leverage brand value in Hollywood, the very symbol he claimed he no longer needed. Now, Parliament is calling his bluff with a bill to strip that title completely. And while that storm brews, HMRC has dropped a bomb, nearly $800 zero owed in back taxes due in just 3 days. This is not just a scandal, it's a showdown between a prince who walked away and the institutions he abandoned. Do you think Harry deserves to lose his title, or should the monarchy show leniency? Tell us in the comments below. Prince Harry's crisis isn't built on whispers or speculation. It's unfolding in black and white, with Parliament and HMRC holding the receipts. The UK government has gone beyond symbolic threats, drafting a bill that would legally strip him of the Duke of Sussex title. For Harry, that title isn't just ceremonial. It's the golden ticket that gets meetings in Hollywood, seals lucrative contracts, and lends weight to his public image. Without it, he's not a royal brand. He's just another celebrity fighting for relevance in California. And the blows don't stop there. Almost simultaneously, HMRC served him with a crushing financial demand, an overdue tax bill of roughly $800 zero. Not in installments, not by year's end, but payable in just 3 days. That's not a warning, that's a guillotine. Failure to pay could trigger asset seizures, legal action, and public humiliation. For a man once saluted in uniform on palace balconies, the fall is breathtaking. The consequences extend beyond Harry himself. Meghan Markle, usually quick to craft a narrative, has chosen silence. No statements, no social media posts, nothing. Insiders suggest it's calculated distance, a way of protecting her own brand from contamination. Meanwhile, Hollywood is losing patience. Netflix is reportedly reassessing projects. Executives whisper that the Sussex name has become radioactive, and even friends, once loyal, are going quiet. Public sentiment has also turned. In the UK, polls show more than 70% of citizens support stripping his title. Trending hashtags like No to Duke, Pay Your Taxes, and Sussex Scam have become rallying cries. Harry isn't seen as a rebel prince anymore. He's painted as a man who cashed in on royalty, abandoned duty, and now can't pay his dues. What makes this revelation so devastating is its irony. Harry sought freedom from the monarchy's weight, yet clung to its title to maintain value. He rejected tradition, but monetized its image. And now, both Parliament and the taxman are calling him to account. Imagine the headlines if Parliament strips Harry of his title on the same day HMRC freezes his assets. That's not just scandal, that's a royal implosion real time. What we're witnessing is more than a tax bill and a title dispute. It's the collapse of an identity carefully balanced between rebellion and privilege. The cause and effect chain is brutally clear. By stepping away from the firm, Harry gained freedom, but lost the protective shield of palace lawyers, courtiers, and institutional loyalty. He embraced independence, yet never fully let go of the very title and image that granted him access to global platforms. That contradiction is now being weaponized against him. The impact spreads across multiple fronts. Politically, UK lawmakers frame this as a matter of principle. You cannot abandon duty, criticize the monarchy, and still cash in on its prestige. Their stance resonates with the public, where over 70% support stripping his title. Economically, the tax crisis is immediate and unforgiving. Maintaining a Montecito mansion, private staff, and heavy security requires a constant flow of cash. If Netflix hesitates, if Archewell underperforms, and if sponsors back away, his entire lifestyle becomes unsustainable. Socially, the damage may be irreversible. Once positioned as victims of an outdated system, Harry and Meghan are now cast as opportunists who traded heritage for profit. The cultural sympathy that followed their Oprah interview and Netflix series has evaporated. Instead, viral memes mock him with eviction notices pasted on Buckingham Palace and parody donation jars labeled "Help Harry Pay His Taxes." This isn't private embarrassment, it's public theater. For Meghan, the calculation is ruthless but logical. Aligning herself too closely with Harry's spiraling brand could sink her own ventures. In Hollywood, optics are everything, and instability kills careers faster than bad scripts. Her silence is not absence, it's strategy. The political ramifications could also be profound. If Parliament succeeds in stripping his title, it sets precedent, a warning shot to any royal who might follow in his footsteps. And if HMRC expands its investigation into Archewell's finances, the fallout could extend beyond reputation into legal jeopardy. The real question isn't just whether Harry will lose his title or pay his taxes. It's what happens if investigators uncover deeper financial irregularities? Could this spiral into something far worse than a scandal, perhaps even criminal consequences? History has seen royals stripped of privilege before, but rarely in such a public and humiliating fashion. The echoes of Edward VI's abdication still haunt the monarchy, a reminder that titles and crowns are not untouchable when duty is abandoned. Globally, the story resonates because it touches on universal themes, accountability, privilege, and the limits of inherited power. In America, some sympathize with Harry's search for freedom, but even Hollywood has little tolerance for instability when money and reputation are at stake. Across Europe, royals in Spain, Sweden, and Denmark have faced scrutiny over finances and titles, but Harry's case feels sharper because it's unfolding live under hashtags and memes, with every stumble broadcast to millions. It's not just a British story anymore, it's a global cautionary tale about what happens when tradition collides with celebrity culture. The image of a once celebrated prince now cornered by lawmakers, tax collectors, and public ridicule strikes at something deeper, the fear of losing identity, respect, and belonging, all at once. Prince Harry's crisis has become a perfect storm, political, financial, and personal. Parliament is moving to erase his title, HMRC is demanding nearly $1 million in back taxes, and his brand value in Hollywood is evaporating. Meghan's silence only deepens the isolation, while the palace has drawn a hard line. No intervention, no shield, no rescue. The once rebellious prince who sought freedom is now facing accountability on every front. The key takeaway: independence comes with a price, and for Harry, that bill has finally arrived. Whether he pays up, loses the title, or both, the consequences will shape not just his future, but how the world views the monarchy's authority and the limits of royal privilege. What do you think? Should Harry lose his title for abandoning duty, or should the monarchy let him keep it despite the scandals? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the royal world. Up next, we'll uncover how Meghan Markle is quietly repositioning her brand while Harry fights to survive. Join thousands already following our channel for insider analysis on the stories making headlines.